though clearly in the wrong. Rasta now looked at the queen with teary eyes, trembling as she explained. She simply didn't know how to address Her Majesty. The queen's lady-in-waiting sternly reminded, "Behold Her Majesty, the Empress of the Eastern Empire. Mind your words and actions from now on." Yet Rasta's next words were even more shocking, making one question if her brain was merely ornamental. "Oh, I know this is the Empress. I merely wish to greet Her Majesty more warmly." Then Rasta repeated her infantile behavior, mindlessly repeating her own name. Upon realizing Rasta was the woman the Emperor had brought back, the Empress radiated an icy aura. Her golden pupils locked onto Rasta like a serpent's gaze. Rasta's maid stepped forth impertinently, interrupting the Empress's interrogation. "Your Imperial Majesty, we beg your mercy. Pardon her insolence, but Miss Rasta is no mere slave." Navia's mood darkened completely. Having done nothing wrong, why must others defend this upstart, making me appear the villain in this farce? "I see," she replied icily, preparing to take her leave. But the seemingly naive Rasta would not let her depart, persisting in her folly, deliberately provoking Navia's wrath. Emboldened by imperial favor, the girl addressed the Empress improperly. Under pretense of familiarity, the Empress refused to engage with this fool, turning to depart, until the girl reached out insolently again, grabbing at the imperial robes. The lady-in-waiting slapped the offending hand away. "You low-born wretch, remove your filthy hands." The girl noticed the Emperor's hurried approach, and burst into theatrical tears. As expected, the Emperor berated the maid for lacking decorum. "How dare you speak of filth?" Under Rasta's influence, the Emperor has come to believe all men are created equal, that nobles and slaves are no different. The man strode coldly toward the queen, silently reproaching her with his gaze. "Is this how you discipline your handmaid?" Then brushed past her, in a sickeningly sweet voice. He called to his beloved, "Rasta, my dear, what troubles you? Cease your tears, I command it." The Emperor removed his royal mantle and draped it over Rasta, who showed no sign of chill. A gallant display of his chivalry, Rasta continued her performance, casting fearful glances at the queen, while it was the queen whose heart bled. Watching her husband embrace and comfort another, she forced herself to watch unblinking, imprinting each painful moment in her memory, to sever her last ties to this man, just as she'd seen enough, and turned to leave. The Emperor's icy voice halted her. He pointed at the handmaid, demanding justice for Rasta. "Dare lay hands on her again." The queen stood her ground. "And what crime, Your Majesty, has my handmaid committed?" Shielding her maid, she defied him resolutely, but the Emperor's will was law. With a mere gesture, he commanded the guards to seize the queen's attendant and confine her for 3 days. Rasta, who had been weeping moments before, couldn't suppress a triumphant giggle before flinging herself into the Emperor's arms, resuming her delicate weeping before his beloved mistress. The Emperor sought to demonstrate his power. He glared venomously at his lawful wife. "Rasta has enlightened me that all deserve dignity, yet you shame others with your words, and to insult someone with an injured foot, doesn't that deserve punishment?" The handmaid involuntarily accepted punishment to prevent discord between their majesties. The queen's heart turned to ice, watching the Emperor depart with Rasta in his arms, her fists clenched in silent fury.